What's up, everybody? It's your boy Anthony Fallon, Tone Center Sports Channel. Let's go. You know what the topic is going to be about. We're going to talk about some Dallas Cowboys, but we're going to also talk about a backup quarterback. I'm going to just keep it like that. I'm not going to hold you guys for long. So this is the first video that I made in a while, probably since after the draft or whatnot. Just been sitting back, just as I always do, just let things play itself out, and we're seeing the roster being shaken up right now. Uh, well, we got 5 cuts by 1 p.m. today, and we also have injuries. After our second preseason game, uh, we got some guys with some nagging injuries, some serious like Neville Gallimore, but we got a couple guys with ankle sprains, foot injury, and whatnot. And we've seen that Hines Anthony Hines is on the IR, you know, reserve or whatnot, third spot. So I forgot the other guy. Oh, Brandon was it Brandon Eagle, wide receiver. We'll see who else uh, will be terminated or whatnot. Will not be on this team as things unfold. Maybe the news is out there already. I haven't checked, so um, I just literally got into my spot. So how y'all? Let me ask you guys. How have y'all been since the last time we seen each other? Uh, or you watched one of my videos? I just want to know. Hope y'all. I just want to know that y'all been okay. How y'all been doing? I've been doing okay. And just been I just been sitting back listening. Just listening to the commentation out there. Doing the mini camps, OTAs, and doing training camp. While the guys is out there in Oxnard, of course, we got the Dak situation with the shoulder or whatnot. So, uh, with the MRIs and he's healing, and you know that ESPN and Fox and all these uh, major talking platforms are spinning this thing up as usual. You know, whether if they're right, which they could be, because we don't know if that injury is a lot more serious than what they're training it to be. I don't know, uh, but I think in my mind is that it's all part of uh, it all goes in play um, with hard knocks. You know what I'm saying? Keep the drama going, because the drama is what one. This is trying to make it the best hard knocks. If anything, about Jerry Jones, he always said he liked for things to be a spectacle. So uh, he's going to make this the most dramatic hard knocks that it could possibly be. I keep you guys tuned in uh, by ramping up the talks of Cowboys 24/7. They're already in the spin cycle, regardless. So what's more to even talk? I mean, what's the problem even talking about it even more? To where we talking about it on our social media platforms, and they talking about it on the commercial platform. So hearing about it draws in fans and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Dak, and all that he's been through. Maybe so. It could be that. Either way, I don't know. You don't know, but we heard that he's going to be okay. He's healing, and then you got people speculating whether if the injury is serious or not, or in my view, that it's just all part of uh, is all part of the dramatization of Hard Knocks. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, or maybe it's a little bit of both. You know, there's no publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity, right? So, but just talking about, we're gonna talk about that. That right there is going to be something to talk about. While I'm going for me, gosh, I can't even. Wow, I'm rusty. Uh, this is going to that right there. Talking about Dak is the reason why I'm going to talk about the backup quarterback and who I'm prospecting. Just one person. So tell me, guys, what do you think so far um, about the preseason defense? Guys have stood out, and I know that it's already been talked about with Odigizor, Bohanna. Um, now that Neville Gallimore is down, so we're going to get to see more of Odigizor, Bohanna, uh, Hamilton, uh, Watkins, um, Brent Urban, and we're just going to get to see these guys play and see how things really going to look this game coming up Saturday against the Houston Texans. Because majority of the starters should play, particularly on defense. Particularly on defense. So everything else has been talked about for the most part. My thing is what I want to see going into the season, and I've my previous videos have talked about this, have brushed along these lines as well. Is that uh, we know, of course, we have to see how the defense is going to hold up. Especially, we got to give it these first 6 games. And we're not. I'm not getting my hopes up high. Although, I want to see, the defense. They're playing fast. They get enough field, but when it gets to the real game week 1, and you know who we play, some of these guys, some of our fresh guys, our newbies, uh, are going to get some playing time. So seeing how well they're going to adjust to game time speed when the win is really on the line. It ain't just practicing where you playing touch on a quarterback and the running back or whatnot. And what I want to see, not just the defense, because I think it's going to take the defense a little while anyway. But that was my aim, uh, going back to mini camp or at the end of the off season of last season. So, which is like the draft. You know what I'm saying? So for me, the thing I want to see is I want to see continuity on the offense. I want to see balance on the offense. I'm saying this again in another video. This is the second time saying it. What I want to see is a good steady diet of let's say of Tony and Zeke and play action. I want to play action, and I want to see some consistency. And it's hard to say with Dak and the shoulder uh, in the shoulder injury or whatnot, the strain. Even though I just gave you my thoughts and opinion on how I feel about it. Okay, uh, but just going off of what's taking place, he may or may not play this weekend. He may because if he don't play this weekend, he's definitely not playing against Jacksonville. So they could just let him rest up. And I think I forgot how many days. Matter of fact, let me see how many days. Uh, they play Jaguars on the 29th, and they play the Buccaneers on September the 9th. So if Dak doesn't play doesn't play this third preseason game against the Texans, definitely not going to play the fourth one against the Jaguars. He'll have from that point. So it'll be like what 17. He hasn't played yet in the preseason. So he'll have almost another 2 weeks to get ready, to heal up, to finish, to complete his healing with his shoulder, to be able to sling that ball, you know, as if he is really playing. And that's the only way he just have to uh, remember the game time action. That's one thing that'll never go away. That's how practice make perfect, right? I mean, just as an analogy, when you're perfecting your craft, you're trying to get better at it at what you do, is particularly in sports, um, whether whether it's quarterback, but I'm just thinking of um, playing basketball, right? When you're when you're practicing in like for basketball, you're out there shooting by yourself. You're out there doing layups by yourself. You're out there. You're out there. Shooting the mid range. Jumpers, 3 point, 3 point shots. Just and in the game, you're playing the game out in your mind as if you're really going against somebody. Like what if you're like on the you're playing off on a low block, you know, and you get the ball and you face up on the power forward. So you can either turn your back to the basket, or you can cut, shoot a jump shot, shoot a short mid range, or you can drive to the paint. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing things like that, especially if you have played in a organized sports game. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And so that can also help you as well, because damn, he's been starting for the last 4 years, playing ever since he was a rookie. But then again, he was a starter at Mississippi State during his tenure. So the feel of those live reps is still right here. And while he's practicing for real. You're practicing like he's practicing like he played a game. So he'll have these next 2 weeks to figure this out, to get in shape. We know it's nothing like the real game. But I'd rather for him to be fully healthy, to be fully healed, and maybe work some rust off, of course, as long as it doesn't cost us. Okay? That rust doesn't cost us because we're playing up against a good team. And myself personally, I'm putting money on the Cowboys because I think we can get them, to be honest with you. Now, I said that from day one. Everybody's like, oh, that's a loss. You crazy. You crazy. You crazy. And I'm saying, and I'm gonna say this because it's early in the season. If you want to catch the Buccaneers, you want to catch them early. Will they be prepared? Yes. But we can be prepared as well. And it's early jitters. The first 4 games, and really the first 3, are the feel out games of the season. So almost anything goes um, where you see teams easily covering the spread and all that stuff. So this is a good time to put money on it. I think the Cowboys will win this, or at least cover the spread. You know what I'm saying? Whether if it's I'm saying whether the over and under or the point spread for those that are out there. I myself, I'm just going Cowboys straight up. You know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, I still got money still in my account from the last season where the Cowboys won, straight up. Uh, I'm trying to think of who we played against, but anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. So, what I want to see is the offense coming out with fluidity. We know that there's a chance if that doesn't play until the start of the season. Uh, Gallup. That's the thing about Gallup. when we saw that last preseason game, wide open catches. See, and matter of fact, he spoke exactly what I've been talking about with Gallup. Uh, what's his name? Nate. Yeah, Nate Newsom said the same thing. Pretty much said the same thing I've been saying. Um, is that Gallup needs to make the routine catches. Yeah, we understand you are a deep threat because you can catch the 50-50 balls, stuff like that. See, this that's going to lead to something else too, because he catch the 50-50 balls. He's a little bit more physical, you know, down the field and all that stuff. But your route running and catch and making the routine catch, because for the last couple of years you have been dropping routine pass catches. Okay, um, and we're gonna see that if CeeDee Lamb can carry this on. We've been hearing about the spectacular catches. I'm glad that Cooper's uh, uh, off the pup list and he's ready. He's getting himself ready for the season and whatnot. Uh, really, really, really want to see Blake Jarwin out there. Oh my gosh, I want to see Blake Jarwin out there so bad, for real. Um, and just been waiting to see what he's gonna do. That he stay healthy, man. That uh, the game could be wide open for him. Just the I understand why we like salivating over the season because of what we saw last year. You know what I'm saying? And the numbers that he was putting up, even though it was somewhat, you could say something was garbage time and whatnot. You could say that. Uh, but a year in the belt for CD, uh, and this primary wide receiver core, uh, building chemistry, the offense getting some chemistry, some fluidity, uh, bringing out offensive linemen back on the edges, Collins and Smith, and just everything. Zeke slimming down, looking a lot leaner, a lot quicker, down to that 212, 215, something like that. Uh, More agile. That's the and Zeke. What I want to see is more patience uh, hitting the hole. Let those blocks develop, please. I, st- I I saw a little bit of that towards the end of the season. Saw a little bit of that towards the end of the season, but be a little bit, still continue to be more patient and let those blocks develop. Everything don't happen so sudden, and then hit that hole. Okay. Um, Gallup, make your routine catches. Blake Jarwin, I really want to see you, bro. Reggie Robinson also is being held back. And I thought that because of what the splash of what we've been seeing of Maurice Kennedy, I called that from the jump that was somebody to watch out for coming into this season was Maurice Kennedy. But Nashawn Wright, of course, we drafted Bossman Fats. I think he needs a little bit more time as well. He's not quite ready yet. And when it comes to our defensive cornerbacks, what I want to see is okay. We know that Kennedy has been making plays from the slot, right? So, and I say that Bossman Fat isn't ready. Nashawn Wright is showing us is showing us that he can bowl, but definitely need to hit the weights. That's first and foremost. Maybe he will. Maybe he will start on the opposite of days. Who knows? And let him figure it out. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to see Maurice Kennedy play on the outside. Let's at least let us see. Maybe they know that he can't. He's not fast enough to play on the outside or whatnot. I don't know, but we know he can hold down the slot. But so we need to see who's actually going to be opposite of um, Trayvon Diggs. So it's time to put this together. So I would like, and also, I mean, and Reggie Robinson, I think he still need another year to get himself to refine his game, because it didn't stand out. That's the only reason why. But he made tackles. He has good speed, good size and height. You know what I'm saying? Just like Dan Quinn wanted, uh, plays a little physical. And I just think that once we get some of these veterans out the way, and I think that he will be able to flourish because we got Anthony and Lewis as of right now. You know what I'm saying? So the defensive, the backfield is just overcrowded. Okay, um, I think that'll be good for him as long as he just keep trying to work on his craft. You hear me, Reggie Robinson? Work on your craft. Work on your craft. Just keep getting better and studying. Uh, let's see Maurice Kennedy. I want to see him on the outside. Uh, Definitely like Nashawn Wright. I want to see Bossman Fat improve, of course. Um, Other than that, man, everything else, Michael Parsons, we've been seeing Jabril Cox, we seeing McQuamu out there. That defensive line has definitely been looking fast. The guys have been getting upfield, so we will see what all of this is going to lay out um, as everything's starting to take shape right now. We're going to see Thursday, or something Saturday, on what lineup they're going to start with. That's going to be interesting. Um, I can't wait to see that. I definitely can't wait to see that. So that's definitely going to be interesting. And seeing what these guys are going to look like coming out. You know that Dak is not going to play. So now we get into what I want to talk about is we're going to see Garrett Gilbert. All right, and I have no problem with Garrett Gilbert. I like Double G. I like Double G. I'm looking up somebody right now. QV. That could potentially be because I've been hearing that our backup quarterback situation is not looking so good in their eyes. Okay, I thought I think Gary Gilbert needs that live rep. So if that can't go, he need that first team live action. So it's good to see him play Saturday instead of Dak. To be honest with you, maybe Dak can get a few snaps, but for the most part, we need to see Gary Gilbert. Okay, Cooper Rush out. You know what I'm saying? He's out. He's out. Um, Ben DiNucci, practice squad. But I see why Mike McCarthy likes Ben DiNucci. Ben DiNucci has a rare skill. You just stop throwing off the back foot and if sidearm occasionally, he got to perfect the sidearm, particularly for the NFL. There's nothing wrong with throwing sidearm. It's just the fact that you're going to have to throw the ball outwards or inwards more, depending on which way the receiver is. If the receiver's running the out route, you got to throw it further out. You know what I'm saying? You can't try to accurately put it on the player. You know, you kind of got to leave it out, let them out, and let them out muscle, outstretch the defender. Of course, ball location is going to be the main thing when it comes to that. You have such a unique skill set, Danucci, and you have a solid arm. You can sling that damn thing too, boy. Um, so you just need to perfect your craft. First thing, you need to check your mechanics. You need to add some traditional mechanics to your play style, and then once you get comfortable with the mechanics, your natural play style will look beautiful. Seriously, you have some untapped potential, and I need you to fix on that. I need you to work on that as much as possible because you could be a future. You could have a good future in the NFL. I mean, on the high end. You know what I'm saying? There right now, you got a high floor, low ceiling. That's because your potential is untapped, but I think you can do it. Okay, so Cooper Rush is out. I want to see more of those two, Gilbert and Ben DiNucci, in this game. But Cooper Rush is still on the team, to my understanding. Okay, and maybe not. I'm sorry, but I wanted Cooper Rush. I don't know why they got rid of Cooper Rush last year, because that, to me, that would have been the perfect backup quarterback versus Andy Dalton. Why? Because he'd been in the system. That's the reason why. If they was gonna run back the same system, offensive system. So he already knew the game, the plays and everything. Okay. Um, let me before I get into all. Let me stop right there for a second. Simi Fehoko, I want to see him too, and I don't know if he's gonna make this team, guys. Practice squad, and we just kind of gonna have to let that. Why? Why I say that? Because we already have a Simi Fehoko type in a sense. Simi Fehoko is a he only has one style. He's not a good route runner. We're not expecting him to have, because he's a rookie. He's more like Gallup. Got good speed, good at catching 50-50 balls down the field. He does not have any wiggle. He's a little stiff in the hips. I don't know if anybody noticed that. He's a little stiff. So he needs to learn how to bend his hips, especially that's the reason why he's not a good route runner. You know what I'm saying? So he has a lot of refinement to do uh, as a wide receiver. So he's worth holding on to if we can hold on to him, because we know about what John Lynch said uh, in the first game, the Hall of Fame game or whatnot. Okay, so offense going into the season, starting with Saturday, week 4 of our preseason game. We know that guys are going to be trying to make the roster spot. Okay, I want to see some continuity offensively, just so we can protect, but particularly a good balanced run game to go along with some play action passes, some screens, just just a well put together uh, play calling. Simple as that. I'm saying, strategize, good play calling, get a good rhythm going with these guys to protect our defense in time of possession. I know that we can be explosive and put on points. I think this year could be a sign of the beginning of a well-oiled offensive machine when you talk about um, what the Rams had with Torrey Holt and Marshall Faulk and all those guys. The greatest show on turf. That's that's like our ceiling with the when I talk about a well-oiled machine offensive system, along with good play calling, uh, where we're in a position where Tyron and these older guys on the line uh, may have some left in the tank for another year or two. So this gives us time, because we know that linemen are at a premium. So this gives us time to shore up that line. You know what I'm saying? We could pluck some here and there, or we could develop some here and there throughout the draft for the next couple of years. Um, so I think we're in a very good position as long as everything holds up. These guys stay healthy throughout the season. We know that that's not 100% true, but for the most part, they're able to stay on the field and play. You know, so that's all. That's what I want to see: some offensive continuity, even with Gilbert. I want Gilbert to go out there and ball out, bro. Saturday. Show us more. I want to see more. Okay, and particularly when you're gonna have your horses out there running the field, however many of them run. Simple as that. So, as far as if Gilbert is not it, then I really think we should keep our eye on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and their quarterback situation. I like backup quarterback Josh Dobbs, mobile quarterback, 26 years old. He's in his prime right now. I think he's been budding for a little while. He's 6'3", 216, very mobile, has a good arm, fourth round pick back in 2017. Reason why I say watch him, I'm even if we got to trade, fifth round pick for him, you know what I'm saying? If Garrett Gilbert is not it, because they decided to keep two. But I think we need to keep three. This is the reason why. Look at what happened last year. Dak went down. Andy Dalton went down for a few games, right? Ben DiNucci ended up playing. We ended up hitting four because we ended up picking up Garrett Gilbert as well. And then we turned around and ended up picking up Cooper Rush later on. So we went through five. So we had five quarterbacks because two went down. All right. And one had zero experience, one had very little experience. Then we picked up somebody else, Cooper Rush, it was what I'm talking about, that has been with the team before and knew the offense, but never got on the field. So I think Joshua Dobbs is a hell of an upgrade, even if he's the third quarterback on the roster, because right now he's the fourth quarterback on the Pittsburgh Steelers, because it's a duel between Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins, and he's cleaning up. But I think this brother has a lot of potential, and I think he should be given a shot. Of course, you got to earn it. Maybe there's a reason why. No, he doesn't have a game start experience or whatnot. But see, this is my argument here. See, why we go just like Andy Dalton last year? Everybody, they had 10 seasons of knowing who Andy Dalton was. That's the reason why it worked for Gilbert. Even though he didn't win the game, but it was enough for us it was enough of a sample size to be like, we want to see more, because they didn't know how to game plan for him. You know what I'm saying? Ben DiNucci either. The only thing he just was not experienced. It was just too big for him at the moment. This guy, he's a smart brother. He went to Tennessee and got him and majored in astrophysics. So he has it up here. To me, because of the fact that they've been holding him for almost he's in his fourth season now, going into his fourth season. They're making him to be like Ryan Fitzpatrick. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that because Ryan Fitzpatrick went to Harvard, you know what I'm saying? Even though he went to Tennessee, but astrophysics, anyway, I'm trying to plug that. But anyway, I'm trying to plug that in for. But I'm just saying, smart brother, he has the tools. He has the arm strength. He has the mobility, which is very good. Above average of mobility, which is very good in modern day football. You know what I'm saying? So I think that he is someone that we really need to target. And I only want to put that out there because I probably should have messaged the Cowboys like, hey, y'all need to take a look at Josh Dobbs. To be honest with you, if you feel like you can still upgrade the backup quarterback situation. No respect, Gilbert. I'm just saying. No disrespect, Gilbert. I'm just saying. I'm just making an argument with everyone else that's out there because some feel like the backup situation could be up there. And I think this brother is talented, to be honest with you. I think Gilbert is too. think Gilbert is a traditional, strong arm, pocket presence, pocket quarterback, but has mobility to escape the pocket. Just not as fast as him. That's all. So, with that being said, I think we need to really scout this guy right here. Yes, check him out. Josh Dobbs, Pittsburgh Steelers, four-string quarterback. All right, everybody, it's good talking to you. It's good to be back. It's good to know that we got some football back. We got some normalcy. That guys get be able to go through all the camps, the preseason. Guys, stay healthy, please, so us fans can continue to see what it's going to be like. The possibility. I think we're going. I think we. This is always 50-50 with us. We see the potential of what this team could be like. Is that can y'all all put it together, please? This team is still young. This team has been growing together, especially the core guys for the last few years. It's been some up and downs, but you know what? You're still right there. You're right there. That's You're right there. This team does just a few plays, maybe one or two pieces away. I think we got these pieces on the team right now, and it's going to be up to coaching. It's going to be up to coaching, strategizing, game planning, detail oriented, mismatches on offense, matchups on defense, and guys sticking to the game plan and being disciplined, knowing their roles. But anyway, it's good talking to you guys. Like I said, hope everything is good on your end. This is Anthony Fallon, Tone Setter, Sports Channel. Peace.